Star Wars Zero Company dropped an article detailing how our base of operations will function. If you've ever played XCOM, this will look pretty similar, but there are some new mechanics that I'm excited to talk about. So let's dig into our den, the base of operations. Tucked away in a hangar on the ring of Kafrene, the den is home base and the command center for Zero Company and crew, with your campaign operating in single turns called cycles, consistently healing and upgrading your operators with new weapon and gear, chatting with them between missions, and upgrading your den will be a regular occurrence that you should use to your advantage. Let's get into some specifics, starting with operations and missions. I've chatted briefly about the den and its holo table in my last video about Zero Company, but the holo table is where all of your operations and tactical missions will take place. Operations are non-combat assignments, but they do have benefits from gathering intel, loot, and credits, all of which benefit the den through its facilities in the command center. The results of these operations will also affect the bond between certain characters, not unlike other RPGs, and could affect how your enemy evolves and reacts to the world, meaning that operations can and will have an impact that is worth pursuing as you play. These operations cost intel to complete, with intel being gained by completing tactical missions. We'll get into the deep details of tactical missions in a future video, so be sure to give this video a like and subscribe to the channel so that you know when it drops. In a nutshell, tactical missions are the ground combat side of the game, where you'll command your squad in turn-based combat. You'll take on these tactical missions across a potential 150 planets and complete certain objectives, of which we haven't seen any yet, to gain rewards like credits, weapon mods, utilities, focus points to upgrade your operators, and zone influence. Zone influence is built from completing missions in certain zones, which can eventually unlock upgrades, more utilities, and even contacts for added bonuses in future missions. Some tactical missions are essential to advance the story, with limited time frames to complete before they disappear. Which missions you choose to take on will take some strategic thinking, as you cannot play every single one of them. Now, you won't go far in your operations and missions without taking into consideration your recruitment, armory, and the medbay. I plan to make another dedicated video on the details of your operators themselves, but for this video, we'll focus on the overview of recruitment. Every cycle, a new set of operators will be available for recruitment, which renews my hope for an all-clone trooper team outside of the story-driven required operators, of course. Each custom operator starts with its own name, talent, specialization, weapon type preference, and even a backstory, which supposedly can all be modified in your den post-recruitment. Within the den, you'll be able to see all operators' combat stats, bonds with the other crew, and their focus trees, which allows you to modify and choose the best soldier for the job before you engage with any missions. We can't forget the armory in those modifications. Every weapon has a set number of modification slots, increased as you progress into the campaign. With 4 weapon types, long arm, repeater, rifle, and pistol, each with their own playstyles and, no doubt, abilities, you can customize their stats using the weapon mods that you receive as rewards from missions, etc. With customizations that modify cosmetic appearances only, you'll be able to get the right look for the right job every single time. Utilities will also be available to every operator depending on their specialization, with some operators able to equip more utilities than others. Utilities are simply accessories that grant additional abilities in combat, such as the impact bomb or concussion grenades. And if you don't receive any good weapon mods or utilities from your missions, you can always visit the black market to get what you need for a pretty penny, I imagine. Turning to the medbay, this building within your den allows your injured operators to recover between missions. Standard beds require 1 cycle to heal, with the back to tank providing instant recovery. Healing operators does require credits, meaning that if you're in a pinch, you may have to leave an operator on the injured reserve list until you can gain enough rewards to get them into the medbay in the first place. There's one final area of your den I want to look at, and that's den upgrades. You'll need to upgrade your den's facilities if you want to take on Fathom and her cult of characters. There appear to be several areas of expansion within your den, most notably the Droid Bay, which allows you to recruit astromech custom operators, or roster-wide upgrades that increase the combat stat of all operators. Strategic thinking is needed yet again though, as your den has limited slots for upgrades, expanded of course in the future, and with upgrades taking a full cycle to implement, you'll need to think ahead before making rash decisions, as it could affect your entire crew in ways you don't think it can. There's a lot going on in your den at any given time in Star Wars Zero Company, and I hope I've given you a great taste of things to come in the full game. If you enjoyed the video, show your support by giving it a like and subbing to the channel. Don't forget to leave a comment as well. All of these help shoot this video into the YouTube algorithm and help the channel immensely. Thank you so much for watching. This is Havoc, and I'll see you in the next one.